All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Aaron Stang, Senior Associate Athletic Director here at UB. It's my pleasure to welcome you to our 2025 Student Athlete Graduation Celebration. Joining me on stage tonight are members of our executive staff, head coaches, and student athlete success team. Together, we're honored to recognize the remarkable achievements of our graduating student athletes alongside their friends and families. What a year it's been for UB Athletics. A year defined by the work ethic, commitment, and resilience of the student athletes in attendance tonight. While there are too many highlights to name, some moments in competition stood out. Both our men's and women's tennis teams captured MAC championships. Football beat a top 25 opponent and brought home a Bahamas Bowl victory. Soccer upset a top 10 team on the road. And women's basketball kept playing into April, winning the WNIT and bringing home a championship. Individually, we're celebrating graduates who reached historic heights. Three of them, Mary Alice Kwok of swimming and diving, earned her third MAC Diver of the Year award. Abby Lee of volleyball was named first team All-MAC and played more sets than anyone in program history. And Zara Amos of track and field claimed her third consecutive MAC title in the high jump. These are just a few of the incredible stories that will be etched in the history of UB Athletics, and all of you should be very proud of what you have accomplished in your sport. But as meaningful as those victories are, I hope what stays with you just as much are the moments that brought you here. The early mornings, the late nights, the adversity, the growth, and the pride you'll feel walking across the stage this weekend. Being a Division I student athlete is no small feat. Being one at one of the top public universities in the world is even more impressive. You've put in the time, mentally, physically, and emotionally, and those efforts will carry you forward into whatever comes next. This year, 71 student athletes earned their degrees across the fall and spring semesters, and we're thrilled to have 56 of them with us here tonight. In addition to everything you've accomplished in competition, you've accomplished just as much in the classroom, achieving 8 of the 10 highest GPAs in UB Athletics history, including this past fall when you set a new student athlete record with a 3.380 GPA. And for the first time ever, every single team finished above a 3.0. So to recognize your incredible academic and athletic achievements, I'd like to ask all of our graduating student athletes to please stand for a well-deserved round of applause. Stop clapping when I want to start telling you guys when to clap. As you know, behind every successful student athlete is a strong support system. Countless individuals work tirelessly to ensure you have the resources and guidance to thrive, both academically and athletically. To my right are our head coaches, executive staff, and faculty athletic representative. These individuals help shape a department grounded in integrity, inclusivity, and excellence. Their leadership is at the heart of the student athlete experience here at UB. To my left are the members of our Office of Student Athlete Success, a group deeply committed to your growth and well-being. They show up every day ready to guide, challenge, and support you. I could say with confidence that this team would do anything to help one of our student athletes succeed. All of these individuals and many more who aren't on stage have played a meaningful role in your journey. Please join me in thanking them for everything they do. And last but certainly not least, I want to recognize all the family and friends who are here tonight. Many of you traveling from across the country or even around the world. Your support, encouragement, and belief in these student athletes made this moment possible. Thank you for trusting us to be a part of their lives. Student athletes, let's show appreciation for them with a round of applause. Now, it is my great pleasure to introduce our honorary student athlete speaker, Abigail Melstrom. A native of Spring City, Pennsylvania, Abby has been a member of our swimming and diving team since 2021. This weekend, she will graduate with a remarkable 3.7 GPA, earning not one, not two, but 3 separate degrees. Throughout her time at UB, Abby has truly embodied what it means to bleed UB blue. She served as vice president of our Student Athlete Advisory Committee for the past 2 years, organizing multiple community service events and completing over 500 hours of service on her own time. For her efforts, she was named the recipient of UB's Be the Impact Award and was recently honored with the 2025 Chrissy Dickerson Award at this year's Victors. Academically, Abby was named to the Academic All-MAC team every single year she was eligible and earned recognition on the MAC Honor Roll, Commissioner's Award, and Presidential Award. In the pool, she finishes her UB career ranked in the program's all-time top 10 in both the 100 and 200-yard backstroke. Abby will be graduating this weekend with her BA in Legal Studies, BA in Law, and BA in Criminology, and she's headed to Widener University, Delaware Law School this fall to pursue her JD. Please join me in welcoming Abby Melmstrom.
Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to stand here before you all tonight and to celebrate our amazing accomplishments over the years. Over my time at Buffalo, I have been blessed with the opportunity to study 3 different majors while competing as a student athlete here at UB. I'm also grateful to have served as Vice President of Community Outreach for the Student Athlete Advisory Committee for 2 of those years, to help give back to our community and create more opportunities for our student athletes to be more involved in community activities. I'm so grateful to have had the amazing support staff we do, which has allowed myself to make lifelong connections and has even aided me in my efforts to further my education at law school following my graduation. I would not have achieved what I have been able to achieve without my incredible teammates and the other student athletes within our athletics department. And so the day has finally come where we are parting ways with each other. Whether you'll be using your degree to start your career, moving on to further your education at graduate school, or continue to exhaust your eligibility while pursuing higher degrees, I know that each and every one of us will find success in our next chapter. Our time here at Buffalo has not been linear, but we have never failed to stand up in the face of a challenge and push ourselves to achieve our goals. We came into college while the effects of COVID-19 were still in effect. Masks were still worn in our classes, our team spaces, and even during some of our workouts. Yet we did not let that discourage us from putting in the work to excel in our sports and our respected majors. In the following years, our college experience has become what was more expected, but that is not to negate any personal struggles and external factors that I know have challenged us beyond the limits we thought were possible. Through all of this, we have not only completed a college degree, but we have excelled in our sport. In our collegiate career, we have athletes among us who have been or are school record holders, NCAA qualifiers, have been nationally ranked, or have brought home MAC championships to our school. Our class is highly decorated, and we will leave a lasting impact on Buffalo athletics. I would like to take a minute to extend our joint gratitude to our coaches and support staff. I'm a firm believer in the fact that the University of Buffalo Athletic Department has one of the best staffs in the country. No matter what an athlete is going through, whether it be a period of an academic, athletic, or personal struggle, or a period of success and joy, the staff at Buffalo are our biggest cheerleaders. Like us, they have dedicated countless hours to our success and invested so much into our careers. We would truly not be where we are today without all of them. Likewise, with so many family members here, I would like to thank you all. You have helped your athlete excel and grow into the person they are today. I think every athlete in this room can recognize all the sacrifices that you have made for them over the years to have the opportunity that they do today. Congratulations to everyone in the room. We did it. Whether you have played in your last game, competed in your last meet or match, or that day still awaits you, we have all reached a major milestone in life, and it is now officially the time to celebrate that. Good luck to all of you in your future endeavors, and I can't wait to see what great things you all accomplish in life. Go Bulls.
Thank you, Abby. We would now like to start recognizing our 2025 graduates and distributing their student athlete stoles. Stoles are meant to be worn at this weekend's commencement and signify all the amazing achievements you have accomplished as a student athlete here at UB. A blue stole with white lettering signifies those student athletes earning an advanced degree this weekend, and white stoles with blue lettering indicate those earning their bachelor's. Graduates and stoles will be presented by sport and announced by our athletic academic advisors. When announced, we would like all the graduates from each team to come down all at once and stand to the right of the stage, and for their coach and sport administrator to stand with us. Prior to leaving the stage, please pause momentarily for a photo. To get started, I would like to welcome our athletic academic advisor for volleyball, wrestling, and swimming and diving, Diamond King Williams, to the podium.
Good evening. At this time, I would like to invite our volleyball graduates to the right side of the stand and welcome our head coach, Scott Smith, Director of Athletics, Mark Allnut, and Senior Athletic Director, Kelly Cruttenden, to the front of the stage. Good. Graduating from volleyball, we have Maria Fruity, Exercise Science, BS. Abby Lee, Exercise Science, BS, Nutrition and Public Health minor. Mandy Lee, Health and Human Services, BA, Counseling minor. Laura Naughton, Business Administration, BS. Jenna Sonnenberg, Exercise Science, Physical Therapy Combined, DBT. Katrin Trebahanska, Health and Human Services, BA. Now we'll welcome our head volleyball coach, Scott Smith, for a few words.
All right. This group of graduates accomplished so much during their time at UB. They all had goals of changing the program and leaving it in a better position than when they joined, and they have undoubtedly done that. They have established a higher standard of success for our future athletes, earning the program's first ever 20-win season since joining the MAC, East Division Championship, NIVC automatic bid, and a MAC tournament semifinals appearance. The list goes on, and the individual accolades would take all night. So believe me when I say they shattered the record books and they left their mark on the UB volleyball program. Finally, they have formed connections and relationships through this program and university that will last forever, and I am incredibly proud to have been their coach through all of it. Go Bulls.
Next, we'll recognize the graduating student athletes from wrestling and invite head coach Donnie Vincent and associate athletic director John Fuller to join us. Graduating from wrestling, we have Zachary Ash, Business Administration, BS. Next, we have Cole French, History BA, Counseling minor. Marcus Petit, Health and Human Services BA, Counseling minor. Robbie Unruh, Biochemistry MA. Please welcome head coach Donnie Vincent.
Hello. I'd like to thank the Academy. Just kidding, wrong speech. All right, hello everyone. Thanks for coming out and celebrating with our graduating seniors. This class holds a special place in my heart. Why, you might ask? Well, this is my first one, so I think that's kind of warranted. I know that my guys are hyped about this moment, but I'm going to be greedy and take some on myself here. With this class, I experienced a ton of firsts. We ran our first practice, planned our first team meeting, organized our first team bonding event by watching a scary movie. Still a classic for everybody who is curious. We hit our team high GPA. Thanks, Timon. I know. You were all part of my first road trip, my first dual meet win, our first golf outing, first phone-a-thon. We hosted our first meat raffle, which in these parts are pretty friggin' popular for everybody. We had a little inception in there. We had a first within a first. We had Zach Ash, who is here again today, dressed up in a white tuxedo, running meat, trying to MC, and probably trying to host a cooking show all at the same time. It's impressive stuff. But as coaches, right, we're expected to have all the answers. To make sure that I was prepared for all these first times, I was in constant contact with all of my mentors. After a few of these conversations, everything would end about the same, with them laughing at us, saying, "Now that you get it, now you get it." The question is, what do I get? And with everything that happened this year, I guess the easy thing is to say that you never really know what is going to happen, so you kind of have to learn on the run, which takes me down this path, right? You guys were my first class, and I think it's understood that you guys taught me so much more, right? You taught me. I'm sorry, my phone is geeking out here, and this again, my first year, right? You've taught me to be more nurturing at times. You've taught me to be angry at times. You've taught me to show love, compassion, be strict. But ultimately, all these emotions and everything that you guys taught me and the unknowns going into it, the only thing that we know is that you guys are going to continue to teach me through all this. There is no cookie-cutter answer for any situation that you run into, and that's what my mentors were telling me. When you guys go and start to hit all of your firsts, I hope that I'm granted the phone call from Marcus, Zach, Cole, and Robbie to share these moments that I went through with you this year, right? For greater good, we're going to have a phone call, and by the end of it, I'm going to be telling you, now you understand everything that we went through. But again, I'm appreciative for your guys' support, and go Bulls.
It's now time to honor our graduates from Swim and Dive. I would like to invite head coach Andy Basher to join us on stage. Graduating from Swim and Dive, we have Sawyer Bosley, Exercise Science BS, Psychology minor. Kaylee Donovan, Biological Sciences Combined, MS. Presley Dorset, Exercise Science, BS. Mari Kwok, Chemical Engineering, BS. Abby Molstrom, Legal Studies BA, Law BA, Criminology BA. Mia Nacarella, Communications BA, Strategic Media Messaging minor. Amanda Neeb, Business Administration, BS. Alicia Wood, Exercise BS, Public Health minor. Please welcome head coach Andy Basher.
Thank you. So, seniors, I had a lot of fun coaching you and also dealing with your shenanigans. I think April Fool's Day is not going to be the same without you. But all seriousness, you guys, you made a lasting impact on me. You made a lasting impact on the coaching staff, especially your teammates and the ones that are here supporting you. You made a lasting impact on this university. You know, thank you, and I'm just grateful to be a part of your lives. Go Bulls.
Good evening. My name is Mary Claire Kuhn, and I am the academic advisor for track and field, cross country, men's tennis, and softball. I would like to now welcome all of our men's and women's cross country and track and field graduates to the stage, and also invite Associate Head Coach Todd Witzleben to join us on stage. Graduating from men's cross country and track and field, we have Corey Demo, Biomedical Engineering BS. Alexandra Cowley, Business Administration BS. Johanna Kleiner, Business Administration BS. Allison Newton, Health and Human Services, Social Work Combined BA with a counseling minor. Anna Rechtenwald, Speech and Hearing Science BA with a minor in Counseling and Education. Zara Amas, Biological Sciences BS. Melissa Carden, Biomedical Engineering BS. Please welcome to the podium Associate Head Coach Todd Whipsleben.
All right, after 15 years, this is my first time doing this too, so let's see how it goes. All right, this graduating class has a unique story. COVID limitations affected our recruiting efforts to Zoom calls, PowerPoint presentations, and so for the first time we actually met these athletes was on campus when they already committed to the school. We found out a year later what they looked like without a mask on. Personally, it's been a pleasure to get to know each and every one of you. Every student athlete in this class has made a mark on our program that will forever be remembered long after they graduated from University at Buffalo. Whether it was setting a new program record and raising the standard, or helping to improve the culture of the team, everyone here has played their part, and we thank you. As coaches, I believe the most important thing that we do is bring together driven, dedicated, motivated student athletes and let them challenge each other to achieve greatness. The relationships that you've built here will last a lifetime. I hope you always look back on your time here at UB and with our program with great pride. Go Bulls.
Next, we'll recognize the graduating student athletes from men's tennis and invite head coach Lee Nickel to join us. Graduating from men's tennis, we have Sean Huang, Health and Human Services BA with a minor in Psychology and Education. Clement Mayguy, Business Administration BS. Daniels Schneiders, Communication BA with an Entrepreneurship minor. Please welcome head coach Lee Nickel.
Thank you. You guys bear with me for a few minutes because we just came off the greatest season that we've had in our program's history. These three seniors that are here, Rex is not here. He's picking his parents up at the airport. But these three seniors here, I can't go into how much they've been through and to come out and to do what they did this year and to lead our team to both the regular season and the postseason championship is just amazing. Last year at this time, we just came off an 0-10 season. Things look pretty bleak. We asked you guys back there, Dee, Sean, we asked you to trust in us, okay? That we were gonna bring in somebody. We brought in Main Guy. We brought in Fez. We brought in Emmy. We built the roster up, and we trusted you guys to work, and you all worked so hard, okay? Sean and Dee, I couldn't be more proud of you guys for everything that we went through. For you to end up on this spot right where you are with a ring on your finger is the most unbelievable thing. And I present to you the best senior class in the history of this program. While I'm up here, I hope you guys can humor me for 1 minute. I know the spotlights are hard, but I have to tell this story, all right? Because it pertains to all you seniors and you families in here, okay? For the student athletes that you've let us have for these last few years, okay? And what they mean to this athletic department. Because 2 weeks ago, I was in a McDonald's on Bailey. All right, and I say I was in McDonald's. Usually my McDonald's experiences are going through the drive-thru and pounding my face as I come into the office and dropping crumbs everywhere and doing that. But not this time. This time I was driving my wife's brand new car, okay? There's no crumbs in that car that were gonna happen. So I had to go inside the McDonald's to get my Egg McMuffin. Went inside and the place was packed, just filled with people left to right. I don't know if they're giving out coffee or what. Okay, and I'm not the biggest fan of crowds. And I sat there and I thought about it for a minute. Do I leave? Do I grab my food? Do I risk putting crumbs in the car? No, I don't want to get divorced. I sat down, all right? And I sat there and I focused on that Egg McMuffin like it held all the answers to life's problems. Like the best tennis recruit was gonna jump out of that Egg McMuffin. I didn't want to make eye contact with anybody. But while I was there, out of the corner of my eye, I saw one and he was staring at me, staring bullets. And I didn't want to look at him, but I couldn't help it. I finally finished my food. I looked up and he said, hey. I was like, hey. He goes, go Bulls. I was like, yeah, okay, go Bulls. That's great. Yeah, very good. And he goes, how good are you going to be next year? And I'd like to think he knew I was a men's tennis coach, but this doesn't normally say tennis coach, maybe football coach or academic advisor or something like that. I say, in my best Pete Lembo Southern drawl, I said, we're going to be very good. I was like, but I need to tell you I'm the men's tennis coach, and we're also going to be very good. And the guy, without missing a beat, goes, hey, you all won your regular season and postseason, didn't you? And I said, yeah. And he stood up in this crowd at McDonald's, and he said, here's the men's tennis coach. Their team won the regular season and the postseason championship this year. Go Bulls. And that whole restaurant, everybody put their horns up like that. And it was the coolest moment, and it seems kind of silly right now as I say it, but I want you all to understand, okay, I've been here 15 years and seen the ebbs and flows of this athletic department, okay? And you all came in a tumultuous time, all right after COVID, okay? NCAA throwing all sorts of new things at us, okay? And you all stayed consistent, all right? And this year was different. It was special. The energy was different. The excitement was different. The community was into it. And I give you all the credit. So congratulations on a wonderful career and best of luck in your future. Go Bulls.
I would now like to welcome our softball graduates to the stage and also invite head coach Chelsea Plimpton and sports administrator Aaron Stang to join us. Graduating from softball, we have Marissa Calway, Communication BA. and Alyssa Wazalewski, Psychology BA. Please welcome our new head softball coach, Chelsea Plimpton, to say a few words.
Allie and Miss, our small but mighty 2025 class. Both are so different and yet both irreplaceable in your own ways. Al, overcoming multiple season impacting injuries, coming back strong when your team needed it most. Miss, you are the life of the party. You are your teammates' voice, protector, and their shoulder to lean on. As cliche as it is to say, you both are leaving this program better than you found it, which is a true testament to you not just as softball players, but as people. As you step forward into these new chapters, there's no doubt you'll bring that same authenticity, drive, and compassion into everything you pursue. UB Softball is incredibly proud of all you have accomplished, and we can't wait to see the amazing things that lie ahead. Congratulations, and go Bulls.
Good evening. My name is Marcy Barbarick, and I am our athletic academic advisor for football and soccer. Please join me in welcoming the football graduates to the right of the stage and head coach Pete Lembo to join us. Graduating from football, we have James Carrington, Studio Art BA, Media Study minor. Giovanni De Leon, Economics BA. Pershawn Fan, Psychology BA, Counseling minor. Nick Franzak, Business Administration BS. Gunnar Gray, Communication BA. Jacob Orlando, Education Studies EDM. Matt Pagis, Communication BA. Quay Sanders, Health and Human Services, BA. Tristan Souza, Health and Human Services, BA. Aiden Walleen, Business Administration, BS. George Wallow, Communication, BA. Now please welcome head coach Pete Lembo to the podium.
It's an honor to be a part of a presentation like this. Really impressed with all of our student athletes and grateful to be able to do what I love to do and work at a place that values academics and the holistic development of our student athletes as much as we actually do the success in the sport of your choice. I've greatly enjoyed getting to know many of you over the course of the last year or so, whether it's our women's soccer team that shares the same facility as us, or watching our women's basketball team go through and win an NIT championship, or our softball ladies that, of course, play right outside the stadium and then are often coming into the indoor facility as we're wrapping up our spring practices, and then even having a chance to stop over here to the arena and watch our women's swimming and diving and all the other sports that we interact with on a daily basis. It's just a wonderful group of young men and ladies, and all the parents here in the audience should be extremely proud. I'm extremely proud of the guys that just walked across the stage, the student athletes from the football team that are being honored here tonight. Aaron alluded earlier to our bowl victory and our 9-win season, but these guys were also in the hunt for a conference championship right up until the final week of the regular season. They rattled off 5 wins to finish the regular season. 2 of our wins were overtime wins, including one against a nationally ranked team. So these guys did an awful lot on the field, but more importantly to me, they were critical in changing the culture of the program. And one of our mantras is that it's about a lot more than just football, and I think these guys embodied that. Last spring, having a great semester academically with almost a 3.0 GPA, and then last fall, having a 3.1 team GPA, which was the highest in program history, and a perfect 1,000 on the NCAA APR. And it's looking like this spring is going to be very much on track with those last 2 semesters. So that's a credit to these guys and so many others. You guys will leave here, and some of you will be back, but knowing that you built the foundation of this program and left a legacy in many ways. So thank you very much.
Next, we'll recognize the graduating student athletes from soccer and invite head coach Sean Burke to join us. Graduating from soccer, we have Moa Anderson, Business Administration BS. Jasmine Gerber, Criminology BA, Communication minor. Olivia Bazzoni, Econometrics and Quantitative Economics MS, Management minor. Ashley Fortunate, Criminology MS. Kaya Schultz, Public Health BS, Journalism Certificate. Ariana Zumpano, Mathematics BA, Education minor. Please welcome head coach Sean Burke.
Thank you. Before I acknowledge the senior class, I do want to take a minute to recognize and thank Marcy, who is our academic advisor, and just tell this group how lucky we are as a program that our academic advisor is Buffalo born and raised, is a UB women's soccer alum, former team captain, former MAC Player of the Year, All-American. And just how lucky we are that you get to work with our athletes, because we talk about all the time about reestablishing the standard and what is the standard. Marcy, you're the standard. Thank you. I'm unbelievably proud of this group of seniors. They've had the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. Starting with Liv, who was one of the COVID was her freshman year, and coming from Canada, her first 2 weeks college experience was in quarantine, isolation. And then later as a MAC champion and two-time captain for this amazing program. But again, talking about, coming off a championship in 2022, right? Followed that up by one of the lowest of this program. Probably where I'm the most proud is how this group responded, right? This day and age with the transfer portal, and it's very easy to, maybe try to find greener pastures. But we're looking at a group here that stuck around and they wanted to be part of the solution. And while we came up short, they're the first graduating class to play in 2 MAC championship games. Obviously, again, winning that championship in 2022. But they made this year the most fun I've had coaching here at Buffalo. All right, you are absolutely going to be missed. And thank you for everything you've done. Go Bulls.
Good evening. My name is Sarah Schneer, and I'm Assistant Director for Student Athlete Success. I would now like to welcome our women's tennis graduates and invite head coach Kristen Maines to join us. Graduating from women's tennis, we have Esme Anderson. with a Bachelor's of Business Administration. Jagmeet Kaur, doing a Master's in Educational Psychology and Quantitative Methods with an Applied Stats Analysis Advanced Certificate. To speak about our graduates, please welcome Head Coach Kristen Maines.
All right, so as you heard, we have two seniors, Jaggy and S. They are both our captains and have embraced what we preach as coaches. Champions in the classroom and on the court. Jaggy has a perfect overall 4.0 GPA and is graduating with her master's in psychology. S has an overall 3.7 GPA and is graduating from the business school. They've led the team to have the highest GPA in the department every semester they have attended this university. They have set the standard for our young group coming up, and as we've said about these two before, they have done more in 2 years than most athletes have done in 4. A MAC tournament champion, our first since 2018, an NCAA appearance, first and second All-MAC team, All-MAC tournament teams, and Jaggy, tournament MVP this year, and the list could go on and on. They've also left an intangible mark on our team that I personally will forever be grateful for. They've created incredible team culture, mentoring our big group of freshmen this year, both on the court, in the gym, and in the classroom. S, I am so proud of all that you have accomplished in 2 years, and I am so thankful that we get one more year with you while you continue your education here at UB in the MBA program. We have more work to do and more championships to win. Jaggy, 2 years wasn't enough, but I know whatever you choose to venture into next, whether it be the workforce or pursuing your PhD, I know you will achieve the same greatness. Keep your calm, cool, and collected attitude, your passion for pursuit of excellence, and your kind heart, and know that wherever you end up, you will always have a home here in Buffalo. Best of luck to all of our graduating seniors, and go Bulls.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Melanie Blizz, and I'm our Assistant Athletic Director for Student Athlete Enrichment. To finish off our student athlete recognition, I would like to welcome our women's basketball graduates up to the stage. Graduating from women's basketball, we have Lonnie Cornfield with a master's in criminology. Cito Henez, International Trade Bachelor's. Tara Harness, Business Administration, BS.
Great three-point shot. You were the key down the stretch.
And Ariana Sewell, English, BA. It is an absolute honor to stand here as the academic advisor for 4 incredible women who have truly made their mark as students, as athletes, and as leaders. To our graduates, I've had the privilege of supporting you through the highs and lows of your journey, and I couldn't be more proud of all you've accomplished. If you think back to your recruiting visits, you might remember how I always end with this. My goal is for you to leave here with a degree in your hand and a championship ring on your finger. And you have not met that goal, you have exceeded it. Winning the WNIT this year is a testament to the determination and heart that defines you. You showed up for your team, your university, yourselves, and the results speak for themselves. But your success goes far beyond the court. You've balanced the demands of being Division I athletes with the pursuit of academic excellence. You've represented our program with integrity, strength, and pride. And you've done it all with a sense of purpose that inspires everyone around you. Your success here will carry you into whatever path you choose next as confident, driven leaders ready to make a difference. I'm so proud of the women you've become, and I'm even more excited about the incredible impact that you're going to make in the world. Congratulations. You've made history, you've made us proud, and you've raised the bar here, and I know you'll do the same in every space you step into.
Let's give another round of applause for all of our 2025 student-athlete graduates. To close our celebration, please welcome Vice President and Director of Athletics, Mark Ona.
Good evening, everyone. First of all and foremost, I stand in front of you as a very proud athletic director. As I wrapping up my 7th year here at UB, I can look back this past year and just the success that we've had. And we've heard about the success that we've had, beginning with Aaron's speech, and then also, what the coaches said about their respective programs. But when you go back to the fall and you see from sport by sport, whether it was soccer doing what they did, going to the Mid-American Conference Championship, volleyball, being able to cement themselves as one of the top teams in the Mid-American Conference. As we talked about football, being in that race, that MAC race until the very last week, and then going to the Bahamas and winning a bowl game. When you talk about individual performances, such as cross country, and obviously PR's been made, school records been made, that's incredible. Slide into the winter season, we had even more successes out there in the respective fields of play. We can talk about, obviously, women's swimming and diving and the success that they did, obviously in the pool, but also the diving well. Obviously, just a sustained success in that program, which we love to see. We can talk about the growth of men's basketball in terms of continue to build upon the foundation that was laid there. Wrestling under a new wrestling coach and Donnie Vinson, instilling a new culture, a new atmosphere, a new culture there, and then being able to see some successes individually throughout there. When you look at women's basketball and how they galvanized, not only an athletic department, university, but an entire city with their tremendous run in the WNIT, and credit to this team and the job that you guys were able to do. I haven't seen this place rocking since my very first year here, and kudos to the 4 that are here and others that were responsible for being able to do that. You look at men's and women's tennis, both of them the same year. Gosh, you look at soccer, you look at men's and women's tennis, that office suite, we talk about that, the success there, but, very similar to the story that Coach Nichols said at McDonald's, having that, is that value meal number 5 that you had with that McMuffin there? But in regards to just the conversation that I am so privileged to have with people out in the community, talking about you all here and the successes that you have. Track and field, wrapping up, their season, wishing them obviously the best, and down in Ohio for the MAC championship. So when you look at 16 programs under some outstanding leadership, we talk about, again, the achievements, on the respective field of play. We talk about the academic success. I mean, that's something to really be proud of when you look at the highest GPAs. This group itself has had 8 of the last 10 highest GPAs in program history is responsible for folks that are in here that went through it. That's incredible. The one thing we don't talk about is the impact that these young people have in the community. We have not talked about community service, and first and foremost how people, whether it's student-led, peer-led, coach-led, administration-led, that go out and really touch people out in the community, touch people that aren't as privileged as us, and need an uplift, so to speak, need help. need to see, something positive in their life. And, that's things that go untold in terms of just the number of hours that, our young folks are out there making an impact. So for that, I thank you, and for that, I stand as a proud AD. There's a lot of thank yous to go out too. Obviously we thank our coaches, we thank our tremendous support staff. Want to thank the families, the parents, the loved ones that are here, that have traveled from all over this nation, all over the world to be here for something special. Thank you. As a parent myself, I know what it takes, to be able to get to this point and see what that next step is. So I just really want to give a hand to the family and loved ones that are here right now. So for the student athletes in here, you have these student athlete stoles. Whenever your ceremony is this weekend, you're going to stand out. You're going to be noticed. And you're not going to be noticed because it has student athlete and the bullhead, on the stole. You're going to stand out because people are going to know what it means. When I say people, we're talking about the hand you're going to shake of our president, Dr. Tripathi, our provost, Scott Weather, various faculty members, and so on and so forth, because they know what it means. And here's what it means, is that you have accomplished so much in the given time that you were here. You are experts at being able to understand time management and how to prioritize what you need to do. I mean, what incredible balance that you guys have had, the amount of time you've here, from COVID on to now. So many changes, so many times we had to pivot, but obviously times you had to grow and learn from your experiences. And what I mean by that is when they see it and they understand what you've been through, more so than the general student body, to be able to balance all this that we've talked about, coming out here and earning a degree from a top 40 public institution, having success on your respective field of play, giving back to the community, but then also the countless hours of preparation that goes into, fine-tuning your craft and sport, the countless hours that goes into, studying for that test, that midterm, that paper you have to write in order to walk across the stage with the right degree in hand. They know the amount of time, effort, and energy that takes. And for that, you're going to be very well recognized. And I hear from all the time people that, have stories from graduation that, whether it was a handshake or whether it was something else, that, they'll come to me and say, you know what, I shook the hand of so-and-so student athlete, and I want to thank them for what they've done and what they brought to the university. Move forward to the next chapter of life. For some of us in the room, we have another year of eligibility. Thank you. We're excited to have you back. We're excited for you to work on your advanced degree. We're excited for you to, go out your last year of eligibility with a bang, whatever that might mean. For another portion of folks are people who are going to pursue an advanced degree. Congratulations. The more you learn, the more you're educated, the more opportunities are out there for you. And the more you know, about yourself, about your surroundings, and your career path of choice. And then there's others that's going to hit the job market that, I'll tell you right now, are overly prepared for the job market based on everything I talked about in regards to everything you had to put in being a student athlete. So for that, I wish everyone the best in whatever that career path is. And obviously the foundation has been more than laid. Preparation for whatever those next steps is there. And obviously we know that you have a passion, a true passion to do what you want to do moving forward. Last but not least, I would say this, y'all are going to be UB alums. And UB alums is a powerful network of over 300,000 individuals, around the world, not just in the state of New York, not just the nation, but all around the world. It's a powerful network. I implore you to stay connected back to this university, build upon the network that you've made with your teammates, with your coaches, with the administrators, with your professors, and whoever helped you along the way. This is going to be very valuable for not only yourself, but very valuable for the next group of student athletes that are coming to UB. This network is something that, as you learn, as you get old like me, is something that is a proven recipe that makes universities grow. So now you're alumni, and I urge everyone to stay connected back to this university, stay connected back to this program, and watch with pride for the foundation, again, that you've laid here for a lot of these programs, and watch what pride is that these programs continue to take off. So with that being said, I thank everybody again. Thank you for being here. I tell you, this is probably the most family that we've had for this ceremony, and I appreciate everyone who took the time to make it. So one more time for everybody, go Bulls.
Thank you all so much for being here today. Before we go, I just want to give a special thank you to the team who made today's events possible. Melanie Blizz, Sarah Schneer, Mary Claire Kuhn, Marcy Barbarick, Diamond King Williams, and Hannah Floss. Thank you for all your work planning and organizing this celebration. Thank you as well to our production crew, Matt Walfrin, Tyler Bauer, Ryan Hagan, and Paul Hokinson for helping today run smoothly behind the scenes. And thank you to the CFA staff for their support as well. In just a moment, we'd like to invite all of our graduates to the front of the stage for a group photo right when I'm done here. Once again, congratulations. We hope you enjoy a well-deserved commencement weekend. Please stay in touch. We can't wait to see all the amazing things that are ahead for you. Thank you, and remember, you are forever a Bull.